I'm Melissa Darlington. I am an anesthesiologist at Piedmont Fayette Hospital. I'm the chairperson for the department there. I served in the United States Navy from 2002 to 2014. Starting in my medical school training, and I served right through as a flight surgeon, and that's how I finished my active duty obligation. And then I was a reservist as an anesthesia resident to finish up my career in the military. I was the first commissioned officer in my family to join the military and to serve. I did have in World War II, both my grandfathers served in the military as enlisted men, and also I had a few uncles that served in the military, also enlisted. So I was able to have their experiences kind of persuade me to join, and also to just give me that motivation to serve my country. And they were, everyone in my family was very proud that I had chose to go that route. When I was in medical school, I joined the Health Professional Scholarship Program, or HPSP program, and that is a program where the military will provide the financial background to get through medical school. You also get to do some of your rotations in military hospitals and gain some experience there. And then once you finish medical school, you're commissioned as an O3 in the Navy. That's a lieutenant. I went to the naval, it's called NAMI, which is the Naval Aerospace Medical Institute, and in that school there's 3 phases of training, and then from there, after ground school, the aviators and the naval flight officers will go on to advanced flight training, and all of the physicians in that class end up going to the 3rd phase of training, which is aerospace medicine. And that's where you learn the physiology of what the pilots are going through in the air, and you get to learn how to treat these pilots and air crew when you are attached to their squadrons as their physician. I ended up being stationed at the Naval Air Station Jacksonville, and I was attached to a branch clinic there as the flight surgeon. And I was there for a year and a half before I was chosen to be the flight surgeon for a P3 squadron called Patrol Plane Squadron 10, or the Red Lancers. When I was attached to the Patrol Plane Squadron 10, VP10, as their flight surgeon, I had met them on a 7-month deployment in the Middle East in the 5th Fleet, and this was during Operation Enduring Freedom, and we were out there for 7 months, and it was scary to go on a deployment. It was the first time that I had left my family and friends, but I was able to join this squadron out there, and I gained a group of aircrew pilots and naval flight officers that became my family out there. We were able to accomplish a lot out there as a squadron, and particularly as the department, department head for the medical department, I was able to care for about 400 air crewmen in my squadron, but there was also another about 1,000, over 1,000 really, Marines and other Navy personnel that were in the Middle East at this Air Force base. It was in Qatar, and they were without a Navy flight dock out there. We had a lot of other Air Force physicians out there, but I was the only naval flight surgeon, and so when I had joined the squadron out there, I ended up being their physician as well, which was not only a lot of work, but I was very grateful for the opportunity to take care of these Marines and these Navy soldiers out there. We were doing flight physicals, we were preventative medicine, but also treating acute medical conditions as well. And I did all that before starting anesthesia residency. So I gained a lot of leadership skills and confidence in being a young physician, and that really has made me who I am today as a physician and as a person. I think it's kind of shaped who I am. Military service is important to me because it's an honor to serve my country. I think to be a part of something that is greater than individual successes and individual accomplishments is important, and I'm proud of being able to not only treat medically, but also serve those that have served and that are heroes of this country, and really be there for them as their physician, and be a part of the mission of the Navy, and be a part of serving to protect our freedom. There is one thing I would like to mention that's pretty cool for women in the military. Basically, there's a Woman in Military Service for America Memorial. Not many are aware of this. It's a major national memorial. It's in Washington, D.C., and it's at the entrance of the Arlington National Cemetery. And it honors all women that have defended America throughout history. There are over 3 million stories of women in the military that have served, and recognizes their efforts, and I think some of the individual stories are really inspiring of women who have sacrificed, and their achievements. So I just think that was it's a cool memorial to visit if you have a chance to ever get to Washington, D.C. and you're kind of walking around Arlington Cemetery. And you could look me up. I'm in there as one of the registered women that have served. So on this Veterans Day, I'd like to take the opportunity to celebrate the bravery and service of all of the U.S. veterans out there. One of my skippers back on a Veterans Day when we were deployed had read a quote from JFK. I had wrote it down back then in 2009, and to this day I remember it. And this quote states, "As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. And for all the veterans, thank you for living by your word."